and not to use those filters in suspense. So I want to show you that again, where to access all of our quote sheets, because they're all available to everybody in our asnoa.net website. And we're going to use those quote sheets and use them in EasyLinks. And we're just going to quickly go through a couple of the features in EasyLinks. And remember to always email us at training@asnoa.net with any questions. Everybody is muted, but if you have a question, please raise your hand, or you can chat in any questions. So in order to obtain any of our member services, you need to create an account in asnoa.net. So I really hope that everybody has. If you haven't, please go in and create an account. In the account at asnoa.net, you can get all of our trainings, all of our schedules, log in, register for any one of our weekly trainings. You can register for the Small Business Commercial Lines courses if you haven't done so. Kathy has her 2019 summer course schedule. I need to update that. And she also has a fall schedule as well, so you can register for any one of them. She has a wholesale workshop class on April 9th and the 11th. So I'm not sure if you've seen any of those emails that have come out, but this is a great opportunity to get more familiar with any of the wholesalers that we write with. Coming soon, just like our Small Business Commercial, I'm going to be putting together a personalized coverage course. And this is going to be fantastic for any of your new CSRs, your producers, any affiliates that want to get brush up on some information on personal lines. You can join this class, and it is free to all of our Asnoa affiliates. And we're going to break down this class in about 5 different chapters. So we're going to go over the principles of insurance, personal auto, homeowners, endorsements, umbrellas. We'll go through some customer service knowledge for everybody. And we're going to also go through a little bit of marketing on that. So I'm really excited about that. And we'll send out some more information once we get that all together. So look forward to seeing everybody in that class. You'll find all that information to register for any of our upcoming sessions at our Asnoa Advantage newsletter. And you can also go into the Asnoa Training YouTube and find all of our videos and our how-tos. You can go in and see any of the Carrier Spotlight trainings. If you've missed any of them, you can go through and find any of that in our YouTube channel. So subscribe to that. All right, so watch for the next Live with Laura. It'll be next month, the first Tuesday in May. And please fill out the evaluation at the end, so I can know what you guys would like to see in any upcoming Live with Laura's. All right, so let's get into Epic. So what I want to show you real quick is to use this AUTO for your motorcycles. That cycle that some of you were using is not available. So use the auto and just change this to motorcycle. That way you'll know when you're looking at your policies that, oh, that's their auto, this is their motorcycle policy, and you have that. So please use that instead of the cycle policies. The motorcycles do download on an auto Accord application. Also for home, use your home for your renters, for your condos. Please use that. And this is very important. Your dwelling fires are under fire, and they download as fire. So if you input it into a home and it downloads as a fire, you're going to have to re-enter that policy into Epic and then cancel that home policy. So they have to match up those line types. So that's very important to be aware of what you're writing and how the carriers are sending them over. All right, so another thing I wanted to just show you real quick is, I'm going to drag this over. So here is our asnoa.net website. So here's where you're going to either create an account or log in. So let me log in so you guys can see all the great information that's on here, and you'll be able to find all of the quote sheets. And all of these quote sheets were designed and developed through the information that Easy Links is asking. So instead of going through and writing stuff down on a napkin or Post-it notes, come in here and grab all of these quote sheets. And I went to resources and member content. And if you scroll down, we're going to be adding in our guidebook, and that's all of the attachments that I send you when you ask me how to do something. So you'll be able to come in here and get all of that information. If you need to install Epic, this is going to be the most updated information. Any information on suspense. If you hire a new CSR or producer here, you can come in and get that Epic sign-on request form. I need that form so I can set up your new employees on the back end in Epic and give them Epic credentials and set up any commission splits that you might have with them. Here's all of our quote sheets. So all you have to do is come in here, grab one of these quote sheets, save it to your computer, and then you can input all of the information. When you save these onto your computer, these should be fillable. We have accessed them, so you can just come in here and fill out the information. But please don't save this to any of these documents here. This information will be right here, saved on the website. So you have access to all of that information. So let me go back into our website. And then you're going to be able to have access to any of the wholesale information. The wholesale worksheet, the statements, any of the information that when you write a wholesale policy and they pay you commission, that override needs to be sent into our accounting department so they can reconcile the commission on that. And here's all that information that you can get into here. So we're really excited about our asnoa.net website, so you have access to all of this information. Any questions on the website? Once you create an account, our marketing department is going to accept that, then you have it. So please, everybody, go in here and access our website. You can also come back in here, go to our Asnoa University, and you'll be able to register for any of the upcoming classes. Another thing that people have been asking me is the birthday list. This birthday list is just informational instructions only to download that birthday list right into Epic for you. So it's a little link that you're going to get when you register for this class, so you can download that for Epic. And that is going to be user specific. So everybody in your agency, if they're running that birthday list, is going to have to take this link and put it into their computer. All right, so here's where you can come in, register for any of that information. All right, so real quick, what I wanted to show you guys also was in suspense. I know we went over this before, but don't use these filters here. Just come in here, highlight. If you wanted to look it up by your agency code, you can click on the branch and you can type in just your 3-digit agency code, and you'll be able to find out which policies are yours that are in suspense. Now, our AIS code is shared by many of our different affiliates with different carriers that when we share the same code. So if you know you share a code with Allegiance, you might have to come in here and search by the AIS code, or you can search just by your state. So we can come in here and we can search by state. And then you can come in here and find your clients. I recommend coming in and searching by your state at least once a month, and just scroll through and look and see if there are any of yours. Now, not all the carriers are going to download with the agency, with your branch. So Progressive is one of the big ones. So you're going to have to search them either by the policy number or the first name of your client. Any questions on suspense? I know I get a lot of questions regarding that. I can stay after the class if anybody has any other questions with that. So that suspense, don't use these filters, please. Use the columns. Click on it. And then if you're going to sort by, when you're looking for a first name, go ahead and just type in Laura, and then you can see if there's any clients under that that are yours. All right, so now let's move into EasyLinks. I know that a lot of you are using EasyLinks, which is fantastic, but I'd like you to use the quote sheet, because at that time when you're using the quote sheets, you're able to gather all that information at one time. So you're not contacting your client back several different times asking them what little Johnny's birthday is, and then you're asking them again, oh yeah, now what's, you know, his driver's license number. You're not contacting them back many times getting that information. You're using that quote sheet, gathering all that information to get the most accurate quote out of EasyLinks. When you come into EasyLinks, I'm not sure if everybody is aware, but you need to come in every time you change your login with the carrier. When they say to you, hey, you need to reset your password, you need to come back in to EasyLinks and reset that password, or you're going to get an error for that carrier when you're quoting. So in this blue box is where you're going to be doing all of your setup. So you're going to go into your carrier login, and then you're going to scroll through and you're going to set up all of your different carriers. Put in all the username and passwords for them. Make sure you get the X on them. When you're done with that, now you still have this blue box available. And you need to go into the carrier defaults, and you need to set them up for the auto and the home. So let's just take a look at this. So I'm going into auto for my state of Illinois, and I'm going to modify the default. Now I can come in and set up all of my defaults for all these different carriers. And if you don't, you may be getting some errors when you are quoting. So you're just going to come in here, do the drop down, and you're going to see where you can add in all of that information. Some of these have some where if you are, the effective date is more than 60 days or 90 days, do you want them to change the effective date to today? You have to put in yes. If you put in no, then that's going to err out at the end. So we want to make sure that you get on all this information. Some of it will default for you then when you're quoting, so it's not asking you the same questions over and over and over again. You want to put these in, then you're going to save your changes. That's really important. I worked with somebody the other day and they forgot to save their changes, so they did not save. Then you're going to do the same for the auto. If you use multiple states here in EasyLinks, then just come in and change the state that you have. Go in, change it, and do the same for the auto and the home. Put in your defaults for that. If you're not using more than one state and you are interested in using another state in EasyLinks, please just send Joanna an email, let her know, and she can get that set up for you. Joanna in our agency services. Or you can send that to the training at asnoa.net, and I'll forward that over there to her. We already have some quote templates that are already set up, and I'm not sure if you, when that first page pops up, it asks you, do you want to use a quote template? You are always welcome to use any of the ones that we have set up. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the home page. And in here, in the installed products, you might see something that says Chrome extension Easy Login. Now what that is at the end of your quotes, you can click this Easy Login and it takes you right to the carrier website and brings you right into that quote. But you need to install that little extension that's right there. When you click on that, I already have mine installed. I tried to uninstall it, but it wasn't letting me. You're going to click on that and it's going to ask you, do you want to set up this extension? And you're going to click yes. And then go through the steps to get that set up. Any of these third-party links are available to you as well. So when you're in a quote, let me pull up one of our last quotes that we have here. You're going to go back into your quote right here. You can see it's going to show you your recent applicants. Then it's going to show you your recent quotes. If you have more than one person in your agency, it's only going to show you yours. This part is user specific. But if you search somebody, it's going to show you everybody in your agency that may have a quote in here. And this is a fantastic way to come in here and remarket your clients. So using EasyLinks is going to save you time because you're going to get quotes back from your carriers all at one time. The carriers are going to see that you are quoting them, so you're not jeopardizing any of your carrier appointments. And it's a great way to get in here, get it all done, and then have a client in here to remarket them from your exceptions report that you get every week. If you're not receiving that exceptions report from Epic, that's showing you what your renewals are increasing at 10% for personal lines or 5% commercial lines, please email us so we can get that set up for you, because that's a great report to show you what's increasing. So then all you have to do, come back in here, go back in and edit your clients, go into their policy information and change those dates. Change those expiration dates and your effective dates. Make sure the driver's information is the same. Make sure the vehicles are the same. And then all you have to do is quickly go through all of the different tabs, make sure everything is the same. Go back into carriers, update anything that needs to be updated, and then you can resubmit this, the home and the auto, as a remarketed quote. Now remember, when you get that exceptions report and you see that there's an increase on one of your clients' accounts, that means that those new declaration pages for that renewal, they're getting sent to your clients at the same time. So it's a great way to come in here, maybe contact your client through email or give them a call, let them know you're working on that so they don't go anywhere else. From here, you have Zillow. So you can come in here and take a look. Maybe your client didn't know what their square foot of their house was. Maybe they didn't know when it was built. You can come into Zillow and get that information very quickly. I know a lot of you use the Will County, your assessor's office. Right here, what's going to give you the updated information as well. A lot of our agents like to go and visit their clients. You can map that as well. Then you're going to see, hey, this is where I'm going to go. Send it to your phone and head out to your client's house, take a look, make sure that they have a great roof on there. You don't want to send any of your carriers any bad risk. All right, any questions, please, any questions regarding the EasyLinks, regarding setting up your carrier logins, your defaults, coming in and remarketing your clients? So what I want to just do here, as you're getting new carriers as well, make sure that you're checking all of the boxes. Even though you know that it may not be a good fit for that carrier, still check the box, still send over that information for that quote so the carriers know that you are quoting them. Then you're going to go into your policy information and start updating everything. You're going to answer your carrier questions and then move on to the driver information. And all this information is going to be on your quote sheet that you just filled out for this client. You're going to go through the vehicle, add in all the information. If you do not have the VIN number, you can add in the year, make, and model, and the vehicle use, and the incident. Now, I know when you're working with your clients and you're filling out those quote sheets and you ask if you've had any tickets and accidents in the last 5 years, of course, nobody has tickets and accidents. Nope, they can't remember. Now you go into the carrier website, you're firming up that quote, and you see that little Johnny has a ticket and an accident. What I always do and what we do here in our personal line service center, We come back into EasyLinks, we add in that information and resubmit those quotes to the carriers. Now we want to know who else is going to be have some great premium for our clients with that new information on their tickets and their accidents. Excuse me, we're going to go in and we're going to go through the coverages. Add in all the coverages that you need, any credits, and then go to, oh yes, your state-specific coverages. Please answer your state-specific coverages. A lot of that gets missed when they're going through here, and you're getting some errors when you're quoting. This is also really important, is to enter in all of this carrier information to get the most accurate quotes. You need to have your agent numbers entered in here. So when you entered in those defaults, it pulled this information in here for you. So then you're just going to go through anything that has the red arrow or a red asterisk needs to be filled out. Okay, so we're going to go through that. Then we're going to click next. If there were any errors on this page, we would see them right in here. It would say you need to add this information, you need to add whatever information it may be. Please, if you're quoting an auto in a home, go into the home. Don't submit your auto, then come back in and do the home, and then submit the home. Submit them together. That way, when you go into that carrier website for Safeco, all of that information is going to be right there for you. You'll be able to see both of them, the auto and the home, together. Then you're going to go into the home. You're going to choose what type that you're quoting. Make sure you're quoting all of your carriers you're appointed with. And go through the quote the same way, your dwelling information. You're going to go through here and your coverages and your endorsements. Sometimes people are asking me, where do I add in my water backup? You're going to add that endorsement in here. If you have any scheduled personal property, if you click that, it's going to expand it. Here's where you're going to add in that information. So that can be included in the quote. The loss information, same thing. We add in that information if they give it to us. If not, we come back in and add that information. One of the other, this is a renter's policy, but what's really important when you are quoting and putting in the dwelling information is any of their updates. So for instance, for Hartford, I'm not sure if all of you quote Hartford, but with Hartford, you have a area where you're going to put in your updates, and you need to put that information in accurately. Because if you don't, you're going to get errors. Hartford doesn't want an old furnace. You'll get an error that's going to say, due to underwriting guidelines, we're not giving you a quote at this time. So it's going to be really important that you put that information in there. And the same for your roof, any different wiring, any plumbing, electrical updates. So that's going to be really important. This electric circuit breaker, that's also a very important that you know that information. And if you're using the quote sheet, that's going to be the question that's going to be asked on there. Okay, so you're going to go back through it, go into your carriers. A lot of that information is going to be defaulted. And then you're going to go in to finish. And if you have any errors, it's going to show it to you right here. And then you're going to submit that to your carriers to get that information back. I'm just going to come right down in here. So here's the quotes that were ran. And here's that Chrome, that easy login. That's going to take you right over to the carrier and log you in. And let's see if it'll allow me, since we are in a training. So make sure you update, install those easy logins. Now, it's going to take a little time, but it's going to take me right to this quote, right in here. So now I confirm this up, order my reports if necessary, and I have all that information. And that's using the Easy Chrome login. Does anybody have any questions so far? Everybody using that Easy Chrome login? Because it sure is a time saver. All right, so then you can come back through here, look and see if you've had any errors. We kind of just went right through them real quickly when we were doing the updates for the quotes. And now you have both your home and your auto quotes together. If you needed to resubmit this quote because now your client's telling you some other information, you can come back in here and resubmit them. You can, I recommend do not email your quotes to your clients from EasyLink. It's going to be very important to take your top 3, maybe you're only doing your top 2, firm them up, and then present those quotes to your clients. All right, any questions on that? Does anybody want to see anything different in EasyLink? Okay. All right, so another thing I wanted to show you as well is on this home page, if you were looking for any of the videos, and your go-to training menu might be in the way, but on the far right is any videos for EasyLink. So if you go through here, it's going to show you how to set up your carrier logins. It's going to show you how to set up your carrier defaults. It's going to show you all of that information right in here in these videos. Or you can always send us an email and we can walk you through that as well. All right, perfect. Another thing that our agents are using is the Kelley Blue Book. So a lot of times your clients are asking you, should I have liability? Should I not have liability? What's the value of my car so I can make that decision? A lot of our agents are coming into here and they're using this information and advising their clients or giving them that information to their clients. So you have access to this Kelley Blue Book right here. All these third-party links are going to take you right to their website, and you can get whatever information that you do need. All right, any questions on that? I'm hoping everybody is using EasyLink. Please raise your hands. Everybody, let me know if you are using EasyLink. It is going to save you so much time to get all those quotes back within minutes. You enter that information in. So if you're going into Epic and you're entering in your information into Epic, you're updating all of your contact information, you're creating your opportunity to update onto your dashboard, then you're going into EasyLink. Now, we used to be able to go through and upload from Epic to EasyLink, but that information is not updating. So I get a lot of questions all the time, can we do that? It takes less time to come in here and enter it in the EasyLink than it would be if you were uploading that information, because it's not uploading from Epic to EasyLink properly. They are working on a fix for that, so when that does come available, we will let you know. But for right now, that upload from Epic to EasyLink is not working, and it takes more time and more steps in Epic than it does just to come in here into EasyLink. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. This was a very fast live with Laura, and I thank Anissa for coming on board with me today. So if you guys don't have any questions, or I'm going to stay on the line here. So if you have questions in regards to suspense, we can work on that as well too. I will send everybody a copy of the recording for this session, along with some additional information on our website. And if you could please register and create an account at asnoa.net and register for our upcoming sessions, that would be fantastic. Look for those emails for the small business commercial class and also for my upcoming personalized coverage course. And also register for our sales conference and the EPIC class. In our EPIC class, we're going to be doing all kinds of neat different breakout sessions, and it's not just about EPIC, it's about education for your agency. So we look forward to seeing everybody at the sales conferences and for the class. I believe it's the day after. I believe in one of our other states it's the day before. So great. Thanks for joining, guys. And I know Brandy has a question, so I'm going to unmute you, Brandy.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
I'm good, Brandy. How are you?
Good, thank you. In regards to EasyLinks, so Joe has his own login, and obviously I have my own login. And I have found that he has access to one of the carriers is National General, but yet on my login for EasyLinks, I don't have National General.
Oh, okay. So you both should, everybody should have the same carriers.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll touch base with Joanna, and
Okay.
I will ask her to make sure that she adds, and that's National General,
Yes.
onto your EasyLink. So then when you're going to have to set up your login and your defaults.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.